Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nightwind Archer. Thank you so much for joining me in this series. I'm so glad you're here, and I am so glad that I'm here. I've been waiting to play The Witcher for days. Just work and things like that, but I'm so happy to finally be back in the Witcher universe. Okay, so let's think about where we left off. We had just talked to Ramsmeat, and we found out that maybe he's not as guilty as we thought. He maybe is innocent, and he also doesn't like Salamandra, so I really feel like I'm running out of suspects here, other than maybe Kalkstein. So if we look at our journal here, like Kalkstein, for example, it says I need to question Kalkstein, the alchemist. So apparently that is something I still need to do. So also I will need to be finding new evidence from Ramsmeat. So actually, since I need to question Kalkstein, the alchemist, let's go back to Kalkstein and speak to him and see if there is anything that we can discuss with him. And then after that, we'll continue on with our adventures. So let's go back to Kalkstein and see what's going on with him. All right, here we are at Kalkstein's house, and I just noticed, look at that lamp. It's got this weird, oily substance around it. Why is it like that? That's really strange. I just don't understand why there's some weird glowy, almost like gas or something around the lamp. That is, what the heck is going on there? That's a weird graphical choice. All right, let's see if I can talk to him and see if we can get an update on this guy.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
Well, it doesn't look like I have many more options because I thought I used those, but maybe there's something else in here since it's blue.
Let's talk about Salamandra. Evidence indicates you're linked to the organization.
What evidence?
The wounded salamander mentioned you.
That's likely, since I hired him.
What for?
To help with my experiments. I had no idea he belonged to a secret organization.
I suppose he distilled the fifth essence and dusted the Philosopher's Stone?
He protected me from Salamandra and did other tasks. He risked his life for me, and your sarcasm will not change that. Get out of my sight, mutant.
I'm gonna go with saying I believe him. Let's see what happens.
I believe you. It's suspicious that people you hire are chased by Salamandra.
I don't know who pursued Berengar, but I had nothing to do with it.
You didn't try trapping him to hand him to Azar Javid?
If I worked for Salamandra, I would never let myself be linked to Berengar. You offend my intelligence. Go away.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
I believe you. I don't know enough to decide. Let's drop the subject for now.
Right. We can't waste time. When you find that criminal, I'll gladly help. But now, back to work.
Oh, it did give me an update. It says, I will reopen the case if I find new evidence. So I still have not found enough evidence for Kalkstein or Ramsmeat. Neither of them. So I guess we will have to put a hold on that. But what I can do is I can do the Dog Catcher of Vizima. I should see the Gravedigger and claim my reward. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, let's rest a bit.
You offended me, Witcher.
Oh, I said I believe you. I said I believe you, though. I mean, it's not that bad if I believe you, right? All right, so let's take a rest. I keep going down here. This is the wrong spot. Let's take a rest somewhere. I don't know if I can visit the Gravedigger at night. It seems like it's a dangerous place to be roaming around. Okay, so I rested at the fireplace, and it's now daytime. I just think it's a little safer to be roaming the streets, and I'm actually excited to see this this person because I've never been to this area of the city before. This area of the city is still grayed out, so this will be interesting to see what this place even looks like. Just because I haven't been over here before. There's a temple gate. I don't think I've ever even been in this place. The Cloister of the Order. Oh, so this is the place where the Order of the Flaming Rose is. If I look in the map here, Cloister of the Order of the Flaming Rose. I've never even been in that building before. There's some pigeons over this way. Oh, there's some gallows. Man, okay. Very interesting. I just haven't seen this part of the city. There's some advertisements. What is this? Cemetery Alley? Okay. What is this? Biebervelt and Daughters Fine Apparel. Scarves, gloves, wedding dresses, trousers, and alterations. Now, it's funny that it says Biebervelt because as I have let you guys know, I have been reading the books, and in the Sword of Destiny, I had I'm actually in the middle of a story that involves Biebervelt and a changeling that assumes his form. So that's really interesting. He's like a merchant, and in fact, this Biebervelt right here might actually be the changeling that is changed into Biebervelt's form and trying to impress these ladies. Either that, or that is supposed to be Jaskier. The reason I say it might be Jaskier is because of the plume in the hat, and so we'll see. I don't know for sure. And what is this? Ever enlisted? Ever consider enlisting? Visit your local Royal Temerian Guard recruiting station, PFI. Okay. Bellarad's. Okay. Jeez. Very interesting. Okay. So let's go to the Gravedigger, though. Let's see if I can... Okay.
The town cemetery. The dead and undead await behind that gate. Plenty of work for a witcher.
The dead and undead await behind this gate. What is this gate? Cemetery gate? Signboard? Oh, okay.
What'll it be? Pine or oak, perhaps? An entire crypt? Let's see. 5 ells wide.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Why would you come to a gravedigger? So I ask you, who will you be burying? Fear not, my prices are reasonable.
I'm here for another reason.
You should plan ahead. Very well. What is it you want?
I'm here about the notice.
Yes?
I have 6 jugs of dog's lard.
I use the lard on the casket. Here's your payment.
That's weird.
Why is the cemetery shut?
Because the dead refuse to rest in peace. Fear not, they stay in their graves in sunlight. Someone should tend to them, though. Perhaps someone will offer a reward, but for now, no one seems bothered.
I'll deal with it when you agree to pay me. For now, farewell.
Think putting a dead body to rest is easy? Do what you will. Perhaps the watch captain will reward you.
Won't hurt to check.
What do you need?
Okay. All right. That's interesting. So there's potentially a job that I could get by, it says the dog catcher of Vizima has been completed. I got 100 orens, and there's no other update. But it said that potentially the watch captain could give me some kind of contract for taking these guys out, and I will not fail to notice the Grim Reaper up at the top there of that. It's kind of hard to see, but I can see the impression of the Grim Reaper's scythe and the hooded figure. Very, very cool. Okay, this poor boy seems to be following me everywhere I go. Or is that just me? He is following me. What do you want?
Ew, you're weird.
If I walk over here... Wait, is this boy cursed? Okay, I don't know if he's just being weird or if he's trying to follow me. If I go this way, okay. That's better. I was worried I had a haunting. Okay, so I went and rested for a little bit and came back, and now I find this lady, Hildegard Zollstock. Let's see what, man, that's a weird hat. All right, let's talk to her.
Oh, woe is me. Will no one help me?
Why the grief?
My husband haunts me. What do I do?
Haunts you? In your bedchamber?
My late husband haunts me.
Tell me more. Maybe I can help.
My husband died a month since, and now haunts me in my home, wailing nightly. But the worst thing is,
I'm listening.
he flies around the cemetery at night shouting lies about me. Doubtless tongues are wagging already. Set him straight, I beg you.
It will cost you 200 orens if I succeed.
Oh, that's a hefty sum, profiting off someone else's misery. Well, deal with him and I'll pay.
That's literally my job, is profiting off of other people's misery, because monsters and ghosts and goblins and so forth cause people misery, and they pay me to get rid of it. But you could say the same thing about an exterminator. I mean, they kill bugs that get in your home, so they're also profiting off of people's misery. Look, that's just business. That's the way it works.
Where will I find you when I'm done?
I'm here every day at noon.
Why can't I collect payment when I want?
Are you daft? My husband flies around ruining my reputation. I'll not be seen in the company of a killer.
So long.
Okay, well, at least I have a new quest here. Very interesting. I have to go near this. Well, let's read it. Hildegard asked me to deal with the case of her late husband. His ghost is said to appear in the cemetery at midnight. I have to send him into the beyond. Yes, so I need to go into the cemetery, and I still have not been in that cemetery. It's a little intimidating. There was a bird that apparently flew into the stone and died.
But I've not seen him.
Okay. I am gonna wait until midnight and go into this cemetery here, but there's one last little thing that I want to do. By the way, look at this knight. That's some really, really nice gear.
Siegfried spoke of you.
Oh, he did? Well, that is some really nice gear. Look at that gear, it's awesome. Wow, that's probably the best armor I think I've seen all game. Amazingly epic bright red crimson rose armor with the freaking spiked gauntlets. That's right up Geralt's alley. Okay, so there was one other thing I wanted to do just before waiting and going into the cemetery. There's this guy named Bootblack, and I read about it in this guide that I'm doing. So let's see what Bootblack is all about and what he says.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings. Who are you?
A shoe shine? Clean that muck off your boots for just 2 orens?
Sure, yeah.
First journey to Vizima?
Well, according to my amnesia, it is, because who knows how many times I've been here before in the past, but because of the amnesia, you know, who knows?
You could say that. Tell me about it.
We've some heavy issues here. There's a quarantine because of the plague. Squirrels are fighting the Order. Monsters breed in hundreds, and we struggle with bandits. As one bard sang, Vizima's like a brothel on fire.
Oh my god, look at all of these options. Let's learn as much as I can.
Tell me about the plague.
The plague pushed the king to establish a quarantine, which plagues the merchants. Old Vizima was sealed off. Unfortunately, townsfolk are falling ill here. They bundle them off to Lebioda's hospital.
I'm interested in bandits, but not the ordinary kind.
Something odd there. They operate with brutal but effective force, mainly at night. Their goal remains unclear.
Yeah, I would say that's the case. The goal remains unclear. I mean, I know that there is, you know, Witcher mutations that they're after and things like that, but who knows?
Tell me more about the Order and the squirrels.
The Scoia'tael wage a guerrilla war outside town. The Order of the Flaming Rose replaced the Special Forces. Hatred for non-humans grows daily. You needn't be psychic to see something evil's afoot.
Yeah, the Order and the Scoia'tael, or the squirrels, the non-humans, they seem to be fighting a lot.
I'm looking for witchers' jobs.
You'll have no trouble finding work. Ask merchants. There's also trouble at the graveyard.
Yeah, actually, I just heard about that. I was just talking to someone that was telling me about a haunted ghost in the graveyard.
Anything worth seeing?
We boast merchants, an alchemist, a large hospital.
Yeah, I've seen those.
You don't talk like a shoeshine.
Everyone hides skeletons in the closet. Let me tend to your boots. I've bored you long enough.
Oh, well, have you?
Lots of work.
Okay, well, that was interesting. He didn't tell me anything really that I didn't already know, but still an interesting little NPC with some backstory on the city and the Scoia'tael and the Order. Yeah, very cool. So I was given one more tip about Bootblack, something very interesting. So let's try and talk to him.
For 2 orens, I'll clean your shoes.
Now, I don't know how anyone figured this out, but let's go ahead and click I have something for you. And then let's give him this book, Shadow People or the Story of His Majesty's Secret Service. I don't know. I have in the guide it says to just do it and see what happens. So let's do it.
You know who I am. I thought that scroll had disappeared for good. How can I thank you? This ring of the prophet Lebioda is my only thing of value. The elderly esteem it. Pilfered it off some at a shelter.
Okay, so what do we got here? Is this it? Nope. It is the prophet Lebioda's secret signet ring. So apparently the elderly really appreciate that ring. I don't need the Eternal Fire signet ring anymore. Let's go ahead and put this on. And apparently I now have a way to get past that dreadful grandmother. Ugh. So that is really exciting. I no longer have to worry about getting past her anymore. She's a nightmare. So I'm glad they found a way. I have a way of saying, hey, I'm part of the Lebioda tribe, okay? Okay, so now here comes the fun part. I'm gonna wait until midnight, and we're gonna do some Witcher's work. So let's go here, and let's wait. And we're gonna do some fun Witcher's work that I've really been excited for. Something maybe in a cemetery. So I am currently following this quest right here, the husband's ghost. So let's head over to the cemetery gate and see what happens. Oh boy, we've got a big ass, there's something going on here. We've got a wraith and 2 ghouls. Okay, let's take these guys out. Let's see. First of all, I need to get the appropriate sword out. And I'm gonna go strong, let's see. Yeah, strong style. Okay, there's that ghoul down. Okay, we've got a wraith here. Wow. Let's take him out. Okay. It looks like he's not really an enemy. I can talk to him? Well, let's go ahead and take these remains. Oh wait, there's more. There's another one. Alright, let's see if I can talk to this wraith.
I'm cold.
You're cold?
Where's my body?
Oh, weird.
Where's my body?
Okay, so he's looking for his body. That's strange.
My wife's home.
Oh, ee. Okay, that's pretty bad. So I guess what I do is I just attack it then. I gotta take it out. That's what the contract is. It says go near the cemetery at midnight and send the ghost into the great beyond. So it would be nice to put on some specter oil. Do I have specter oil? No, I don't. So I'm just going to, I guess what I'll do is I'll put, increase my damage with the whetstone. And, yeah, let's just do it that way. So here we go. Okay, so strong style's not gonna work. I think it's fast style I need. I wish I had the other sign, the sign that traps specters. Ooh, Oof. Okay, I think I got him. Wow, okay, so let's look at the journal here. I sent the ghost of Hildegard's husband into the beyond. I have to see the widow about my payment. I will find her near the cemetery at noon. I have to see the widow to collect my payment. I'll find her. Yes, of course. Okay, so I have to wait until noon then, and to get this what I wanted. What is this signboard? It's the Gravedigger's signboard. Yeah, and a very appropriate little skeleton-looking shaped thing there. Wow, okay, so it looks like we did take care of that ghost for her. We're gonna have to meet her again sometime soon. While I'm here, though, I will pick up this ghoul's blood that might be useful in the future. The ghoul blood and white vinegar may be useful to me at some point. All right, let's just wait until noon and see if we can speak to her again. Okay, so here's Hildegard. I have taken care of the job, so let's get paid.
Speak softly, or someone will spot us together.
What does that matter?
I've dealt with your husband.
Have you proof?
You didn't mention proof. I want my gold.
What about the ghouls laying on the ground?
Widow of a pittance.
Quiet down. Aren't you afraid of being seen in the company of a witcher?
Damn you! Take your gold and be gone.
Okay, there we go. So I completed a Restless Ghost, and I took the gold. I really want to go into the cemetery at some point. Let's see, map. All right, I'm gonna just try to go into the cemetery just to see. Oh, it's locked. I can't even go in there if I wanted to. Okay, well, cemetery gate is locked. Can't get into the cemetery. He says that there's some bad stuff in there. I suppose these here ghouls are, you know, a sign. Maybe, yeah, that's a sign of what is maybe in that cemetery. But that was fascinating, destroying that ghoul for that poor old woman. Okay, so if we open up our journal here, it says we have the Mysterious Tower quest, and it says I retrieved the books Kalkstein asked me for. Sharing new information with him can pay off. So let's go ahead and speak to Kalkstein. We do have new information because we have read those books, and let's go ahead and speak to him and see if we can progress that just a bit. Okay, here we are coming into Kalkstein's house, and I need to speak to him. Is he not here? Do I need to wait? Is he downstairs? He is downstairs. Okay, I thought I came at a bad time.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
About the tower.
Yes?
I have new information on the tower.
Tell me quickly.
Before this tower, the mage erected 2 others, but both collapsed. This one served as his house and lab.
I knew that. Anything more?
The mage lived there until he disappeared, most likely dead. He constructed clay golems that served him but hardly seemed a major achievement.
That would agree with the legends of the Sentry.
There are 10 cornerstones involving the elements and threads of fate from which all this was born.
Sephiroth! So the old scrolls are true!
One book contained hints of the stone's whereabouts.
We must find all 10 Sephiroth. I own one of them, Chokmah, the Stone of Wisdom.
I suppose I'm to find the others?
Yes. Near the tower, you'll find a circle of stone obelisks. When you have all 10 Sephiroth, place them on the obelisks. So close. What a breakthrough. I'll abolish the theory of those stuffy professors in Oxenfort. I'll destroy them, smash them.
Kalkstein, don't get worked up until I find the stones, which won't be easy. The information in these books is murky at best.
Sorry, could you show me these books? I'll make notes for you.
Here.
There you are.
Yeah, I hope he can make some notes for me. New entry to his. I've got an update on. Okay, there's a lot going on. Lots of quests updated. Ainsof Hour. I've given him the books. Okay, let's just look at.
Formula needs rethinking.
Okay, so the Mysterious Tower. I have another Sephora, thanks to Kalkstein's notes again. See the glossary for more information. Okay, I have 5. I'm halfway there. All right, so is there any other updates? There is on Vizima Confidential. Kalkstein trusts me already. It's time to talk to Raymond and decide how to use this trust. Oh, okay. So now that Kalkstein trusts me, which was initially what I was supposed to be doing when I was talking to my detective. So I'll have to go back to him at some point. But let's see, is there any other updates on any other characters here? No other updates on characters? No updates. Well, there is the Cloister of the Order update. There is really only one haven of law and order in the Temple Quarter of Zima. It is the Cloister, the seat of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Crimson banners embroidered with a rose hang before the entrance. Only authorized personnel can enter. Inquiries should be directed to Siegfried, whose office is in one of the buildings belonging to the Order. Oh, so I can't really enter this cloister unless I talk to Siegfried. That's interesting. There's no update on monsters or formula or ingredients or glossary though. Ah, Kalkstein's notes. There's quite a bit, so this will help me in determining basically where I can find what I need. Here's what I've read from Kalkstein's notes. Compassion, Tipperath. Declan Luvarden. Fortunately, Kalkstein spelled this one out for me. I never would have drawn the link between Luvarden and Compassion. Oh, okay, so there you go. Perfect. Just right there in front of me. I need to go talk to Luvarden for one of them. Mercy? Vaska, leader of the brickmakers in the swamp. Now, how does Mercy figure into our relationship? Yeah, who's... okay. Vaska. I don't remember who that is. Do I have a Vaska in my characters? No, that is a new character I've never met before. Okay. Kingdom, Malkad. The sewers beneath Vizima, one of my favorite places, I'm sure. Kalkstein must have had a gnome for an ancestor if he managed to associate sewers with some bit from a book. Okay. So in the sewers, I might find one. The statues of Militele, these three I already have. Wait, no? One in the swamp, the other in St. Libiota's hospital. I have no idea what prayer without faith can possibly mean, but it's worth a try. Well, I've already visited the one in the hospital, so maybe there's another stone at the other one, or maybe it just matters that I only visit at least one. Foundation, the cave in the swamp. More evidence to show. It seems like I'm going to be spending some time in this swamp, which I'm excited for because I want to get outside, damn it. I'm tired of being in these brick walls. More evidence to show that Kalkstein's ancestors were gnomes, okay. The Tower Sentry, right, that wasn't hard, except that I need to defeat him. The Tower Sentry, right, so that's at the actual tower. And finally, Destiny. Here, Kalkstein outdid himself. His notes indicate that I'll find the last Sephora by chance, for instance, while sitting in the privy or in the roast chicken I order at the Hairy Bear? An unknown? Destiny will throw it in my hands. Next time I see Kalkstein, I'll ask him if he hides his gnomish roots on purpose, fearing racist persecution. Okay, so it sounds like the last one is Destiny. Like, it's just going to happen no matter what. That's some interesting stuff there. So I have some Sephora to find. Okay, very cool. Well, I suppose that since we have an update to Vizima Confidential, let's go ahead and speak to Raymond. Let's tell him what we have found out. Whoa, what's happening here? Okay, he's being attacked by Salamandra, it looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and get group style going here. Okay, I need to start attacking, please. Okay, so that's that one done. Let's take strong style on this guy. And fast style on this guy. Oh, an elite assassin too. Wow, it's a lot of blood.
Thanks, Geralt. You saved my life. The bastards snuck in here. Somehow they found out I'm after them.
Who? What happened?
Salamandra. I was a step away from solving the mystery. One small step.
Relax, Raymond. You're safe now.
Not likely. They're following me day and night. I gotta find a way to lose them.
What do we do?
I'll set a false trail. You question the new suspects.
Who?
Here, take these notes. They list all the key leads.
What do you intend to do?
They're on my heels, so I've got to disappear. I'll draw them away while you pursue the investigation. I'll find you, White Wolf.
Oh, okay. So he's gone there. Vizima Confidential updated, and there's now a new list of, he's stuck in the door, it looks like. You okay, buddy? New quest, suspect Luvarden. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's quite a bit going on here. Let's go ahead and pick up some of this stuff. Luvarden is a suspect. That is not something I anticipated, because I thought he's told me that Salamandra was bad for business. Let's look at some of these updates. I managed to learn some interesting things about the suspects, and now I must wait for Raymond to contact me. There's also now suspect Luvarden. I'll tell Luvarden I found proof of his innocence. Oh, okay. So Luvarden is innocent then. Okay, so here in my inventory, there's this list of suspects, and I'm gonna click and read that. It says suspects are Vivaldi, Luvarden, Vincent, Toller, Ramsmead, and Kalkstein. Yeah, I mean, I already had those, I thought. New journal entry for these characters, though. Let's go here. For Kalkstein, even though he calls himself a scientist, Kalkstein is an alchemist, so he definitely dabbles in magic. That seems to be the update for him. And then Declan Luvarden, not all his businesses are legal. He prefers to keep some of his deals very quiet. So those quiet deals might be something of interest.
Mr. Marlowe sent me.
Who are you?
What's happening?
Raymond said he has some new information. Come to his house as soon as you can.
Thanks for the
literally
message.
just walked out of his house. What? Okay, that was weird. Okay, so it says I must meet up with Raymond. Okay, so let's just go right back into the house. I mean, we've okay, here he is. Let's talk to him again.
Welcome. You won't believe what happened.
Tell me,
Not so fast. Remember, I have expenses.
how much do I owe you?
200 orange.
I just got that money for killing the ghouls, so there goes that money.
This investigation is getting expensive.
I'm not the Prophet Lebioda. I can't live on roots and berries. Neither can my informers. I guarantee you these are the bare necessities.
All right, 200 orens.
Down to business. They transferred the prisoner after the attack.
Not good.
Especially since we won't get anything else out of him. He died last night.
How did that happen?
Well, he wasn't in great shape, so I guess it's no surprise, but I have a feeling.
Someone helped him along?
Exactly. Shawnee's a good friend of yours, right? Ask her to do an autopsy. Once we know the cause of death.
Wait a minute. Are you spying on me?
That's my
What?
job.
See you later.
Oh, like how did he know that Shawnee was one of my friends? Well, there goes 200 orens right there. Anatomy of a Crime, Viziman Confidential. Okay, so let's go to journal here. So, Anatomy of a Crime. I have never done an autopsy before. Well, there always has to be a first time for everything. I have to make an appointment with Shawnee and get the corpse from the Gravedigger. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. And then with Vizima Confidential, Raymond was not interested in my discoveries. A small wonder. There is a newer clue. To move this investigation forward, I must perform an autopsy. The body is probably in the Gravedigger's possession, and Shawnee will help me with the autopsy. I cannot move the investigation forward until I do that. Wow. Okay, I did not expect this to turn in that direction. Okay, well, it's been a long episode, so I think I'll end it there. Yeah, this was a very eventful episode. We took care of basically we took care of a ghost, and that was interesting. Then we found out that the that dying man that was in the Libiotus hospital, apparently he worked for Salamandra, or was one of, I think, if I'm understanding correctly, he was one of Salamandra's thugs or something. And he had information, but he got transferred out, but then he died, and apparently somebody, like, killed him, so that information wouldn't get let loose. So we now need to perform an autopsy on this individual to determine maybe his cause of death. So that'll be interesting. I suppose maybe an autopsy is in order for next episode. So thank you all for watching. I'm getting excited. I'm telling you right now, I know there's a lot of quests I don't know if there's a lot, but there's quests that I need to complete still. I'm still very excited to get out to the swamp and get to that tower because, oh, it's just pulling me like a magnet. And by the way, look at my the medallion. The current mode is set to detecting monsters. It is going crazy right now. My Witcher medallion is going nuts. That is interesting. Why is there monsters upstairs? No, in fact, it stopped. It's only down here. Actually. Huh. It seems to be going crazy when I'm around Raymond. That's weird. Okay, anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I will see you in the next one, and we will see where this investigation leads.